Okay, so I wanted to tell you guys a little bit more about my family history. And I am going to tell this story in full eventually because I really think it needs to be told. Okay, so my Polish Tatar grandmother decided to honor her cultural roots and our ancestral roots and served for the Polish military, just like our ancestors did. And that's how we got our nobility. Okay, so she decided when she was serving in the Polish military, she actually became an officer. And they gave her really important tasks to do. And one of the really important tasks they gave her to do is to help save Jews out of concentration camps and to smuggle them into safety. So her job was to take these falsified documents that had new identities for all these Jewish people. And she would take all these documents and bring them to Jewish people in their safe houses and give them to them so they could start a new life under a new identity. So she did this in disguise as a pregnant woman. She would have all these documents in her stomach, like a big, pregnant stomach. And she was on a bus one time taking these documents from one place to another, like one safe house to another. And she got caught. She caught the suspicion of some Nazi soldiers. And they questioned her and they stopped her. And they wanted to inspect her. And they gave her a pat down, and that's when they found all the documents. And they immediately arrested her on the spot. And then they shipped her off to a concentration camp where she not only, survived, but she thrived. She actually became, a person of influence in the concentration camps and helped a lot of other survivors survive that ordeal. I'll tell more of that story too later. But yeah, that's a little bit about our family history. My grandmother had such a warrior spirit, and she really ingrained that into me and her grandchildren. She really wanted me to understand that I came from nobility and that our ancestry was important and never to be erased, and that I should never be diminished as a woman. And she really made sure I understood that as a child growing up. So yeah, I just wanted to share her amazing story that, she survived assimilating with the Polish people as a Tatar, and then she also survived in the concentration camp so that I could be here and my children could be here and we could continue our Polish Tatar lineage. So yeah, just wanted to share that amazing story. All right. Love you, Phoenixes. Keep rising. Become the warrior woman that you are. Bye.